default. Oh yeah, making sure it's set to
the blue. Yeah. Testing, testing. There we go. There we go.
No, in Streamlabs it just keeps it at whatever you set it to.
It does here. It's supposed to here also. All right. Anyway, hello everybody. It is I, Olympian Nerd, and welcome to my first coding stream. As you can see, I've already done some work. I've worked on it throughout this week, and let me show you what we got so far. So, for those of you who are unaware, the game plan is that I want a 3D adventure game that instead of catching monsters like Pokemon, you're raising them on little Tamagotchis. So, what we have so far is this little bean, this camera, and this platform. And if we can press play now, the bean can move. Oh, you can't see that. You can't see it, but the bean can move, and the Tamagotchi does hatch. Here, let me see if I can fix that. Let me just do some quick adjustments. If I properties. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna click plus. Go to sorry. Display capture. Main screen. On top of everything. And then there we go, and I could put that back down at the bottom. Then I could just hide that one. And this I should be able to crop. You're just seeing some live of me messing around. Transform. Edit transform. Yeah. And then crop top. Then crop bottom. And there we go. And there we go. It is not perfect, but I'll mess with it more at a later date. Oh, it's not moving that. That's fine. That's not what I want. There we go. Yep, alright, so back to what we were doing. So I could press play now, and you will see it. We've got a bean, camera moves around with it. It can move slowly, and that little guy, the egg hatches and stuff, right? The egg did hatch, it didn't just start immediately. Yeah, the egg bobbles, and then hatches, and then we have a little guy. Right now I was trying to work on figuring out the hunger situation in order to create a hunger bar. So the way I have this set up now, I have no clue if this is the right way. I have essentially a bunch of animations playing. Here's my Vpet. It is connected. The child of the Vpet is the device, which is the little Game Boy looking guy. Yeah, it's this little Game Boy thing, and then the Game Boy will have its own children as sprites that can then be affected. It has the egg, which has the different animations and the timers set to it, and the baby, which has its own animation set to it. That's just how it's set up currently. I could actually hide that also, and it should still work, right? Yep, all still works fine. So I'm going to hide that so that way I can work more on it. And those are just placeholders. I'm quite happy with the egg, but the little mon, I'm not quite. I don't quite want to use that one. I'll probably mess with it a bit. But for now, we need to figure out how to get this hunger bar to work. So what I have is a literal progress bar along with the label. And then in the script, it says it's health, but hunger, same thing. So the way I have it set up now, we have a constant. Max hunger will be 5. I will change this as once we get there. Fix hunger 95. I don't know why I put 95 at the end. But the way it essentially works is that once at the ready function, we set the hunger label to the hunger bar max value, which is 5, and then set the hunger bar, and then start the hunger timer. Then the next function is set the hunger label. Hunger label text equals hunger percent. I'm actually going to take out this part. Let's see if this works the way I think it does, because I think it does. Yeah, now it just says the 5, because I realized having hunger there just doesn't work the way I want it to. And so, in which case, it's appearing so far away. Is this the part that affects it? No. Okay. Layout. Doesn't have a control node, so I can't mess with some of the things. We'll rotate it. I'll just put 90. There we go. I can set it right there. Let's play. Yeah, so that you can't quite see it. You can kind of see it up there. The progress bar is there, and there's a big old 5. I just need to figure out how to. Hold on. Let me answer this real quick. All right. So, here what I'm going to do. Oh, it's the label. That's why. Yeah, that makes sense. So, grab that. Use the shift. Can I not shrink it anymore? Press play. You know what I'll do. Put it right there. Nope, not quite. Almost. What happens if we move this to the center? That doesn't seem to do anything. Is this actually moving it? I feel like it should be, but I can't tell. Yeah, it is. There we go. Now it's more or less in there, but then we'll be able to see the number as it goes down, and we'll know it's working. Alright, so let's think this through. So, yeah. It sets the label, so that way we could see the number. Set hunger bar, the actual bar itself, the value is equal to hunger, and hunger is whatever max hunger is. Then on hunger timeout, print hunger, which is printing it here. At the moment, that's every 5 seconds. In the end product, we'll be expanding that until we'll be at the what's the word I'm thinking of? Expanding it until. Why didn't it put something? My goodness, I am drawing such a blank. Expand the timer so that way it's the length of like an in-game hour, which I'm planning on being like a minute. Then the next part is input event, UI accept hunger damage. Oh yeah, I remember. The tutorial I was following was supposed to make it so that whenever I pressed UI accept, whichever one that one is, let me check that real quick. Project settings? Yeah. Input map. Show built-in actions. UI accept, enter, KP, enter, or space. So whenever we press that, it should go down. Nope, it is not though. So, and then hunger damage, hunger minus equals 1, and if it is greater than 0, hunger equals max hunger. I see the issue now. Hold on, let me open up. You can't see it, but I am opening up YouTube on the other side to see what this guy did. Let's go in here, history. It was not too far away. I don't think, anyway. Maybe it was. Oh, yeah. Sprite swapping, change textures, easy health bars. Alright. Alright, so this is the guy I was watching. Hold on. I'll bring it over here so you guys can see. Brett Makes Games. Go ahead and check that guy out. I have no clue if this is allowed. Daniel, are you allowed to show YouTube videos on Twitch? Is that a thing? I just want to show them the tutorial I'm using. Is that fine?
I think as long as you don't play it, it should be good.
Oh.
Or if you play it, you can only play like 5 seconds of it.
Okay. Well, until I figure that out, but I am going to skip through here to try to figure out what he's doing differently than me. Let me turn back on the music then. But yeah, Brett Makes Games is the guy that I'm using to help make this. He's using it to make a health bar, but I am using it to make a hunger bar, essentially the same thing. And then, hold on, so, okay, hold on. Maybe these indentations affect it. There it is. We did it. Let's go. The wrong button. Woo. Yeah. All right. Woohoo. Okay. So we have it. We figured it out. You press the buttons, it goes to 0, and once it reaches the bottom, it goes back to 5. So what we're going to do instead is that instead of it being an action pressed, we are going to take this hunger damage, Control C, and put it right there. So now, when we press play, it should be every 5 seconds that number should go down. Let's go! All right. And then another 5 seconds. Yep, there we are. All right. We now have a functioning hunger bar. Let's go. Daniel, give me a high five, bro. We have a functioning hunger bar. Check that out. When it reaches 0, it gets back up to 5, but...
No, plus and minus.
Oh, wait, actually it doesn't. Oh, yeah, it does. Woohoo!
Yeah, baby!
Woohoo! But yeah, every 5 seconds it goes down. And then I could technically change this with whatever I want, but right now I just want it functional. Then we go for fashion. I technically don't need the percentage number underneath, but you know, we'll worry about that later. Now what we need to do is, I think we could do this exact same thing, but we could regen the hunger. Like here, I think. All right, this might work. This might not work. Funk hunger underscore heal. Or should we do feed? Daniel. For the function, should it be like hunger heal or hunger feed?
What?
For the function, so basically the title of the thing. I can't decide if it should be feed or heal, which one makes more sense. Right now it's hunger damage lowers it.
Well, if it's hunger damage, I think hunger heal.
Hunger heal. Alright, and then we do a little arrow towards the void. And just so you guys know, chat, I have no clue what I am doing. I am learning as I go. So, if I call something wrong or something like that, go ahead and tell me. Alright, yeah, like that. And then hunger plus equals 1. So now it should go up. And then, oh, that was supposed to be a tab. And this is supposed to have the little doodads. Plus 1. Let me think. Alright, then if I can't see hunger. Hold on. Okay, so that raises this back up. So technically speaking, I could change that to do something different. But right now we'll just do if hunger greater than 5, because that's the max. Hunger equals max hunger. And then we'll go ahead and set hunger bar and set hunger label. So if we did this right, which I believe we did, now as it goes, oh wait, I forgot to make something that actually activates it. So alright, so that does hunger damage. Let's change this to hunger heal. So that way whenever you press spacebar, it heals the hunger. Alright, so first we gotta wait for the hunger to go down before we can use it. Let's go! We did it! Yeah! Another 5 seconds and it goes down. And it's going down, I'm going around, I'm exploring, I'm adventuring. Oh, it's getting low. Boop. Oh, it bumped it straight back to 5. Alright, let's see what we did differently. Oh, because if that's greater than 0, it becomes max hunger. So if it goes up somehow, because once it reaches that bottom tick, it'll go back to 99999. I get you. So, so I'm actually going to take this part out because I don't think we need it, and this one is instead going to become hunger plus equals 1. And then, oh, down here is not allowed to exist inside. Alright, I'll leave that there for now. But I think this can just become hunger plus equals 1. Assignment not allowed inside expression. Okay. Okay, so because that's the constant, and that equals 5. Oop, that just fell. Hold on, let me think. So the constant is max hunger, and the variable is hunger, which equals max hunger. And so if the hunger is greater than 0, hunger equals max hunger. And hunger plus equals 1. Let's just also put this at 0, see what that does. So that bumps it up to 5. Oh, but I see. Hold on. It just keeps going up. Oh, because, yep, it didn't. Yep, okay. So let's put this back at 5. That didn't do it. Okay, hold on. Oh. Whoa. Oh, I forgot I was typing. Let's think. How do I put a cap on there? Let's try flipping it the other way. If 5 is, no. Yeah, if hunger is greater than 5, there we go, baby. That goes down, and that bumps it back up. Now, is this action just pressed or action pressed? What happens if I hold it down? It's just once. There we go. There we go. All right. We did it. All right, so we've made a little food. Let's think. Let's think. Now, all right. So now we have a way to feed them. We have the hunger bar when it goes down. We have a hunger bar when it goes up. So what if we, so egg, show egg animation. I could link these timers up to other things as well, I think. But I need to, if I go in here, go into node, range changed, emits when value changes when used on a slider. This is called continuously while dragging, potentially every frame. If you are performing an expensive operation in a function, blah, 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 blah. Value changed. Oh, it's the same. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Alright, that's better. Let's flip it around 90 degrees. Spectre. Not 360. Let's put it at 0. And I will go negative 90, that's what it is. 90. Boom. So now it should go up. I mean, go down instead of up. Yep, there we go. So now that'll slowly run out. Let's move this down a little. And then grab the label. Oh, nope, not that. Grab the label. We'll move this right. I'd say right there. Yeah, there we go. So now it's just got the number next to it. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit closer. Yeah, that looks about right. Alright, let me check my actual Digimon. But now we need to figure out what happens when it hits 0. Alright, let's think this through. What happens with a Tamagotchi? So all right, let me back up to Google. Oh, you're good. I mean, I feel like I have the answers here. Here's the problem. I'm trying to reverse engineer something that I can't find anything about on Google. So when a normal Digimon or Tamagotchi, when that runs out of hunger, what happens? They send a little alert and a timer starts. If the timer goes for too long, if the timer goes for too long, you gain a care mistake. So we will need another variable. Var
Now you can play the podcast you love
care
in the background on the YouTube Music app.
mistake, and that equals 0 at the moment. Or would that be a constant? A constant, would it be 0? Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to take that out. So let's do const. Can't see past there. Const care underscore mistake, that equals 0. And then we could go var, and we'll call this care. I mean, the variable's supposed to be the easier way of getting to it, I would think. So I'm just gonna call it care missed, and that equals care mistake. And so when that goes down, we can go if this one, we'll just have both right here, and then we could do care missed minus equals 1. So when hunger damage is taken, hunger goes down. If that goes down, care missed equals 1, and then underneath that, where do I have to print? Yeah, and then I just say print missed. Alright, so we'll do this, press play.
Where's the error?
I do not know. Alright, so now I just, oh dang, I need to make that not do that. That's not good. Alright, well, we moved it to the back somehow, but that's fine. We're gonna see once it gets through. Needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Should also print missed. Yep. Good. Alright, so stop. Hold on, when I press play on that again. Yep, it's all good. Alright, so that means it's a mist. And that means care mist will go down. Or actually it should be plus. And then funk care mistake so selected in doc. Yeah, it is indented. Okay. Let's think it through. What in the world? What do I do? Because what do I want it to do? So when that reaches a certain point, so this is basically the same as damage, meaning that in here we should call care mistake instead. So I'm gonna take this, Control C, Control V, and then turn that into care mistake. And so then it should, and I don't need it to print mist anymore. And then it could actually make it equal 0. Let's see if this works the way I think it does. So this is going to go down to 0, and then once it goes down to 0, it shouldn't go past 0. It should just stay at the bottom. Excuse me. 1. Nada. And then it should stay at 0. I will know this because it should still be printing hunger. Yep, still prints hunger. Don't know how I did that. So it's still printing hunger, but it's not going below 0. Alright, so that's good. So then you're gaining care mistakes for every amount of time. And so okay, that's good. We're gonna need its own label for that. Alright, so let's add a child label. And then this is going to be care label. And then under the care label, I think it's just set, right? Yeah, you just set it. And so then let's see where it's at. Oh yeah, the func sets. So let's put the set right here. So we'll do func set underscore care label. I'm getting the hang of this. Void. And then that'll become $. Oh, I can't see. Yeah, hunger label except this one will be care label dot text equals percent. Nope, not dollar. Percent. And then percent care missed. Alright, so now what should happen is that if I go back into 2D and then we've got this care label here, I'll put this right over here. Should have two numbers now. No? Let's look at the script real quick. Alright, so care label, what is it doing here? This has an S at the end. That didn't do anything. Hold on, what else is there? What is set up on here? Layout? No. Okay. So what this does is that does the bar. Yeah, this one does the bar here. Hold on. Hunger label text equals percent variable. Oh yeah, I don't have anything setting it. So now on ready, I can go set care label. There you go. Sometimes I just forget the important stuff. What is the care label? That's what it is. Yeah, care label. Wait, yeah, just do that. That's all I need. So now when I press it, yep, there we go. So now that's 0 is the care mistakes, the 5 is the hunger. The hunger will go down, and once it hits 0, we will gain 1. I believe we'll just do that once, and then it'll do it again. We will see. Or this is going to rapidly reach $9.99. Down to 0. And why isn't that number going up? Alright, let's see what we're missing. Alright, so it's printing, hunger, then hunger damage. Oh, that's why. We're when the timer goes out, we're doing hunger damage, but we're not doing care mistake. So I could close that. So hunger damage, care mistake. All right, let's sit back and see. Countdown. Hello? Nothing. Hold on. Let's see what we did. Why did it put a 5 there? I did not want a 5 there. That one messed it up. Alright, hold on. I need a quick way to deal damage. So we're gonna do UI accept. We're just going to take this, copy it, paste it there, and then let's do this as UI cancel. And instead of heal, it is hunger damage. So which one's UI cancel? I should check that. Error. Oh, that one's an already declared function. Input 2. There we go. Yep. And then let's go into project. Which one's cancel? That one's escape. We can't do cancel. Because that one will mess with our thing. Let's see what we got. That's right. Yeah, let's just do down, which is the key, the down key. We're not using that, so down. There we go. And so now it should deal hunger damage whenever I press down. No. Hold on. What am I doing different? UI underscore up. No, it's not doing it. Not doing it.
Even if your team's
But that's still healing. So what is happening? Hunger damage. Hey, I don't want any ads. What are you doing? Stop it. Stab it. Nope. There we go. We'll just wait for the ad. There we go. Why is that not working the same? It's the same setup. Let's go over to damage. It's all the same. Yeah. Something tells me I can't have that 2 there. No, wait, no, that wouldn't be it. Oh, yeah. No. I don't think that'll do anything different, but who knows. It's UI up, which is... Nope. Nope. Okay, so that just isn't working the way I thought it was. That's fine. What I can do though is I could just change max hunger down. Yes? I didn't know I was supposed to. And so now let's just change this real quick to 2. So now it should go down. I could change the timer also. That also would do it. Then that, so what we need to do now, sorry, so that's printing hunger on hunger timeout, should be doing care mistake as well, so let's go over to care mistake. Oh heck, I forgot to set the thing. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Excuse me. Set underscore care label. No, stop it. I don't want the ad. There we go. Alright, so this one should bop down and that should bop up. Yep, there we go. But why did it do it when you got down to 1? Alright, so yeah, that's going up. 6. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be every frame because no. What does this label have that one doesn't? Alright, let's think it through, boys. Let's put on our thinking caps. Do I have a thinking cap? I don't think I do. How are we thinking? Okay, so the way we put the cap on it is on the heal, if this is greater than 5, hunger equals max. So we should have a max care mistake. So we can change this back to 5. Yeah, and let's check it again to make sure that it's not lowering every time it goes down. Because you don't lose a care mistake every time it goes down. Oh, you do. Okay, yeah. I should be able to fix that. It's not supposed to go down every time that goes down. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. So let's take this, put it right here instead of right there, because I think that's what's happening. If we do it this way, should only do it once it reaches the 0. Right? Nope. That did it twice. What you doing? Why? Why is it going by 2s? Why is it going by 2s? Let's check this out. No, I'm adjusting something over here real quick. Don't mind me. Alright. Oh, there we go. A bit better. So why is it doing it by 2s? Alright, let's see if I'm reading this correctly. So, when hunger damage happens, which hunger damage happens upon the... I gave it the care mistake on the timeout. That's why it's going twice. There it is. Not the 5. I don't know, I'm trying to do my hotkeys. I'm going to need to just set up a controller for these coding streams. Well, you okay, Daniel?
Yeah, it's fine. A little bit of blood.
Alright, so now that that's gone, I'm going to go ahead and give this guy a little bit more space. Move in that one a little. Oop. There we go. Alright, I'll take out that one. Yeah, the rest of these I've been pretty much keeping within 2 or 3 spaces of each other. Giving me enough room to put in comments if I need to. I want it to care mistake when it hits 0, not when the timer goes out. Alright, so let's see if it works now. When it goes down, it's gaining one every time it goes down. So let's see if we can figure that one out. Every time the hunger goes down. Oh no! For crying out loud! I forgot it's an ad. No, not sponsored by anything. Stop it. Get some help. Don't need that. Okay. Let's think. Thinking it through. Okay. Care mistake when it updates the label and the bar. We also get a care mistake, and care mistake upgrades the label. So that should not be what that is. We should do that if it is 0. Right? So let's go if hunger equals 0. Ooh, wrong thing. care mistake. Right? Assignment is not allowed inside an expression. What that's just saying? I think this should just be its own function, right? Is that what I'm thinking? That's what it sounds like. That's what it smells like to me. Funk. No, wait, we'll just put this in the care mistake one. So, care mistake. No, wait, yeah. Care mistake is when the care mist goes up and it sets the label. Care, and so plus equals 1, and then set the label. So whenever it does the thing we want, it's when it updates. Wait, is this... These are more ads. What? No. Stop. No more ads. Quit it. Keeps trying to show me ads instead of just listening to the music. It's doing just fine. Let's think. So, let's go back up here. Care mistake is that one. Hunger is... So, care mist is care mistake. That's how many care mistakes you have. It starts at 0. You gain 1 every time you get a care mistake function. And so the care mistake function should activate when that hits, if hunger hits 0. So let's actually... If hunger equals 0, let's say, there we go. Let's say, minus equals. That's if it is or less, which it's not going to be, so that should be fine, right? Not allowed inside of the expression. That's what it says over here. What am I doing wrong? Okay, so let's trace this back. Hunger damage happens on the timeout. But when the hunger is at the empty is when we want to be updating our thing. It played an ad again anyway while I was thinking. What do you guys think? Alright, hunger bar, hunger label, care mistake when hunger label percent is if hunger the constant, I don't need this. That's not what I need. Alright, so max hunger is the constant, it's 5. Whenever the damage is taken, it goes down by 1. If hunger is lesser than 0, hunger equals 0. And set the hunger label and set the hunger bar. Do both. And so then, if it heals, which is gonna happen when the input event. This is the name of the function, so I'm actually going to rename this to feed, because I actually don't think it's referenced anywhere else, and it should still work. Put it down, press the button. Oh, of course the button doesn't work now. That's fine. We'll leave it as input. Underscore input. It's, I was supposed to be an underscore. I know. That should fix it all. Yep. And then that all works. Okay. Okay, so care label gets set when care mistake happens, when it's +1. So let's just do this, put care, nope, not missed, care mistake. So now if I press this, no? Do I just not get to do that anymore? What did I break? Oh no, why isn't this working? Okay, so if I take this out, do this, does it work now? Oh no, I broke it. I don't know what I did, but I broke it. That's supposed to be there. Hunger heal. What did I change? It was just working. Snack time, little guy. Oh no. Okay. It's UI accept, which is enter, KP enter, or space. So spacebar should be working, but it isn't. When if event is action pressed, it's supposed to be lowercase input. How did I break it? Oh yeah, it was. It was just. It was as simple as a capital letter being out of place. Okay. So that should do also care mistake the function. That goes up by 1, and it could just fly, bro. But shouldn't go past a certain number. So I'm going to go if care missed is greater than let's say 5 for now. 5 care missed equals 5. I expect that at the end. Yep, I do too. And so now it should stop it when it reaches 5. Nope, it started at 5 instead. What was up with that noise? So yeah, immediately jumped to 5 and then went go. Oh my goodness, Yep. It's supposed to set it to 0. Oh, I see. I got the thingy backwards. Alligator's eating the wrong guy. Lesser than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it goes. Yep. Okay. And so then, essentially, the looping can be changed for something else. We set it to 5. So now, can't go up any higher. There we are. So now we have a cap for our amount of mistakes, and then we can have our own functions that dictate what happens when you reach 5 care mistakes, most likely resulting in back to egg. Now, here's where things get even trickier. Hold on. So let's play it. Once this gets to 5, what's gonna happen? Because this is supposed to be gaining it 1 at a time, but I think it does it the minute it goes to 0. Alright, it's at 0. But now it's not moving. It never gets lower than 0. The care mistake never happens. So I could take this part out because I don't need that anymore. Hunger damage, then hunger damage, and then if... Yeah, I had that backwards, so... Underneath this, let's go tab. If hunger. Hi, Mama. I am live streaming, just so you know, but you're good. Okay. If hunger greater than. That's the greater than symbol. Yeah. No, because we want it lesser than 0. 0. Care mistake, right? So if it ever gets lesser than 0, do care mistake. If hunger is lesser than 0, set it to 0, meaning that there is a moment that it is lesser than 0, right? Meaning that this would be able to work. Let's see. Alright. 1. Nada. So then, it should, after another 5 seconds, give us 1. But it's not, and I just realized the music stopped. So we'll just start back up at the top. Thought I had the loop set up. There we go. Okay, so that's not working because it's not going lower than 0. But I don't want it to be... Oh, okay, so if... I want it to be if the hunger damage event happens, which is right here, and hunger is at 0. We do the care mistake. So, let's put it here. Is this its own function? So essentially what I have here, Daniel, is that whenever I press play... Oh, I broke everything. Probably but just by putting this function here. Didn't know that's how you move that. That's cool. So now I can press play. Yep. Okay. So every 5 seconds, he loses 1 stick of hunger. Once it reaches 0, it's supposed to begin doing care mistakes instead of lowering this. And that's where I'm stuck at. This does cap off at 5, like we were able to test that just fine. But the way I was having it set up was that whenever it goes below 0, this goes up. which is the same function that I use whenever this goes below 0, put it to 0, except it doesn't do that, because it never goes below 0. So this one never activates.
You made it to where it goes below 1. Put to 0.
That would work, except I don't want you to get a care mistake the instant your dude is hungry. Oh, I suppose... Alright, so from like a code standpoint, that could be how it works, and then I could just offset the actual label in the game by 1. And that would make it so that when the hunger runs out... Oh, no ads.
Especially Disney ads, dude. They're gonna take your stream.
I
You're
know.
gonna belong to them.
Anyway, as I was saying, so, what am I saying? I was saying something. Keep losing my train of thought. Yeah. So I set it so that way whenever it goes below 1, run the care mistake. And yeah, I think that could work. So, tab if hunger eats the bigger number, so 1 care mistake, right? I think so. I'm going to do that. We're gonna let it run for a second. This might still only move once though. Whenever it gets that, whenever it goes to 0, it goes up by 1, which I guess is fine.
That would mean they're hungry, yeah?
Well, once this reaches 0, they're hungry. If you don't feed them when they're hungry, you get a care mistake. Oh, but it is working. It is working now. Every cycle it gains 1. Okay, so this actually works just fine. In the final game, I'll just offset it. So instead of being 0, I would put the, like, you know what I'm saying? So that way, the 1 is considered 0. Then you have to feed him before that. Otherwise, you get the care mistakes. Once you reach 5 care mistakes, I'm going to set it so that way he dies and you have to start over. All right, we have it working. Let's go. Woohoo! Did I? Yeah, I just typed that in. My goodness. Keep trying. I really need to just hook up a controller. And Disney is trying to steal the ads again. Or it was Nissan. No, now it's Nintendo. You're trying to hit me with all of the guys who's going to cease and desist me into the sun.
Saikuno?
That was Saikuno. Hold on. Did Saikuno get to partner up with Nintendo? That's kind of cool.
No, Saikuno, why don't you partner up with me?
Oh yeah, but also have it print hunger. I don't think we need it to print hunger anymore. I think we understand that hunger happens. Okay. Now, next step. Now that we have hunger, that goes down, and you can feed them. You can press the button, and they get fed food. I mean, no animations happen yet, but you can press the space bar, and it goes up by 1. And so now we have hunger. We have a way to feed them when they're hungry, and if we don't feed them, we have care mistakes. And all of these are things we can reference in our code, because essentially, constant. This is just a number that it just has in the background that it's just okay. Care mistake is 0, and then whenever I run the care mistake thing, it adds 1 to the label to a maximum of 5.
Yeah.
And so it'll just always have that on me, so I could later reference it, and I'm all like, in a different function, and I'm like, if care mistake equal 5, do this thing. Now, can I reference constances in other scripts? Or do I have to do something weird?
I'll have to do something weird.
Reference, that's not how you spell reference. That's not what I want. Can you reference const in other scripts? Godot 4. This dude on Reddit has the same question as me. I've defined export preload path. Okay, yeah. So that's a path that is a bridge I will cross when I get there, but it seems fairly simple to access it from other things. Yeah, you can import the script using the following syntax. You just have to preload whatever it is. So if I need to run that so I should be able to link this care mistake constant into my egg script. And so whenever, I'm just gonna put func death. And so it would be like, oh yeah, I gotta have a boing boing. And so then it would be something along the lines of if care missed equals 5, right? That's what it's called over here. If care missed, no, if care missed blah blah blah. Yeah, it's a, right? That's the one? Yeah. Equals 5, then it would be show and whoa, didn't mean to do that. It would be show, because you're showing the guy, then it's playing the egg animation. Egg animation dot play wrong thing. Nope, I don't want to hear the ad. Mon egg, as that would. So the problem is that this isn't referenced in this current scope, so I have to figure out a way to make it so that the egg script can see the health script's constances. Because then what would happen is that if the care mistake is greater than 5, or 5 or greater, or whatever, it'll show the sprite and play the egg animation. And then, and then we need to start the egg timer. Egg timer dot start. In which case it should loop around and go through all of the things again. So it's all like, because it what it does is that on ready, so as soon as the thing starts up, I would probably change that once I get there to whenever you first get your egg, it runs this the first time, and then it'll show the egg animation. The egg timer will start, and then, which that lasts for 5 seconds. No, I changed it. It lasts for like 3 now. And then when it times out, you play it for the egg hatch, and then the hatch timer starts for 2 seconds, in which case when that goes out, the egg animation, the egg hides itself, and then when it dies, it comes back. That makes sense to me. How to put const in multiple scripts. Good dough for. Is it good? Alright, so these need to be global constants and variables. Variables in one script to be used in others. The easiest way is to create a singleton script. The items in that script can be directly accessed from other scripts. So create a script from the with the global variables. Save it. For example, it's called the globals. And then project settings, auto load. Add the script to the list. Ensure singleton is checked. Now access anything in it. Say player speed. Say a player speed variable. Just preface the reference with the script name. For example, variable my speed equals globals dot. Oh, okay. So I see it. So I have to make my own. Okay. So new script. What am I adding that script to? It's global, so it should go to world, right? Yeah. So world. Let's take this. Let's just take all this out. We don't need any of that. And then we'll go over to health. We will snag all of our constants and variables. Copy. And put in the world. And so then we go to project settings. Was it in general? Hold on, let me reopen that. Project settings auto load. And then add the scripts to the list. Make sure singleton is enabled. How do I enable singleton? Let's do a world GD. Open. No, wait, that's node name. Yeah, and then world.
What's happening?
Heyo.
Is your dad in his office?
I believe so. What do I do? Add. There we go. And then global variable enable. So now what should be able to happen, I just put. So in order to access anything, just preface the reference with the script name. For example, also note you can have multiple singleton scripts if you want. So now let's say I go into egg, go up here, go to var care mist equals world dot care mist. Mess that up, and this is a lowercase w. Care mist, right? That's not what you meant? Is this good 04? Probably not, since now this was a while ago. Okay, so create a singleton script, create the script with the global variables. Assume it's called globals GD, but this one's world GD. And then I would just call it world. Okay, so what if we take out that? Is this still having issues with itself? Yep. Player speed, that should be the constant. Yeah, so oh, that's what it was. Okay, so var
Daniel, your friends are here.
what?
I think it's Tyler.
Var
You have a friend?
It's great.
This is news to me.
I'm having fun. Oh, what?
care Yeah, var Keramist. Keramist equals world dot.
Fixed my phone. It worked.
Oh, nice.
Screen did the job.
There you go. Care mistake. Care mistake.
Alright.
Right?
You guys have fun.
Yes, sir. Why doesn't this work?
Go back. Sex timer.
Zig timer.
Sex timer.
Zig. Alright. Haha.
I know, you don't have to pretend.
Oh no, it's
I am
funny.
not funny.
Okay. Well, what do we do, sir?
Parmesan.
Alright, so that's not working. Let's do a quick Google in the YouTubes.
The boob tube.
Moon cheeseburger.
I can't believe they used to call TVs boob tubes.
Alright, let's... Why isn't this playing? Why are you not playing?
Pause it.
Alright. Global scripts. Good dough. 4. Yes. Gee whiz.
Hello. I'll be showing you variables in Godot 4.
Alright, let me do a quick scan through here, see if they got what I want. Object script. Edit global area. Huh. Because I already created that as a global script, so it should. So let's see what this guy's script is. Alright, so what's your global stuff? So you set all that. Click add. Yep. Alright, so that was as easy as that. Select what you want. So that's added. Then you're able to have a different script. Okay, so what he's doing is he's just using it. So since I have it, it should be able to just do click Keramist because that's in the world, which is set up to be a global variable. Hashtag fix global script.
Your friend don't want to come in.
I have no friends.
Alright, so
Just kidding.
I'll leave that as a note for me. What else can we do if we don't know what that is? Hold on, so I'm going to leave myself a note.
It's warm here. You still
Fix.
streaming?
Yep,
Oh, sorry.
yep. Global scripts. So that way when I look at this tomorrow, I'll remember where I'm at.
Hashtag fix global scripts. Let's go.
Yep, hashtags.
First trying to.
Hashtags turn stuff into comments so that way they don't affect the code.
Huh?
So if you have a hashtag there, that whole line can be whatever you want, and it won't affect anything. And so I've even seen some game developers use these comments in order to like leave like hidden lore details or whatever in like the source code.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Don't know if I'll do that, but okay. So here's one thing I want to do that I feel like I can do. What up?
You a coward.
So in here, don't know if you guys noticed this or not. Oh, what?
You don't have
Ah,
one?
dang it. Okay.
Huh?
You know what? How come? Oh, I find it. So nothing should be activating that function, so it shouldn't do anything. But as I was saying, one thing that I can feasibly fix is my character moves incredibly slowly. I kind of want to speed him up a little, or maybe give him a sprint button. Melody, check it out. All right. So yeah, I'm live streaming. So I run it. If you talk like that. All right. So I got the little Vpet. He's a little egg. He hatches.
Yeah.
And then he's in there, and then every 5 seconds he gets hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And the space bar feeds him, fills it up by 1. If it hits 0, this number, which is your care mistake, starts going up at a maximum of 5.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And I got a guy that moves around. Camera works with it. One thing that I do want to change is his speed,
Why?
because he moves too slow.
That dude's moving though. Look at how fast that shadow's passing by.
He's so slow.
What are you talking
It
about?
feels slow.
Okay, so I gotta
It
ask
feels
why.
slow because his there's no animation to his movement.
Okay, why is the
Fair enough.
why is the icon Shrek?
Okay, that was a it was just a thing.
No.
Quick, fill it up. Another thing that I could add, because I already have the script set up, so that way this should be on player. I already have the script set up, so that way when escape or UI cancel is pressed, it sets the mouse mode to visible. I could also make it set so that that uses a menu or something of the like. But so at the moment, apply central for, so this is my movement thing right here.
Mm-hmm.
So func process delta variable input vector 30, and it moves on these axes. I'm not going to pretend like I know what all this means. I know the general idea. Go ahead.
What's left will move is left
Yes.
when it gets the input,
When it gets
From
the input
that axis.
from my x-axis,
which is left, which is right.
left, yeah, left and right, and then up and down.
It says right there.
Yeah. I know that part. I'm talking about which number controls the speed. I feel like it's this one.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because that's multiplying it by 1,200 every time you hit it.
Oh yeah, and then I set something up on the actual guy himself, so that way he actually has like drag on the ground, so that he slows to like a stop or whatever.
There you go.
So it's like combining it with the physics.
Yeah, and that's probably what the delta is probably the physics.
Yeah, delta is the physics. You're right. It's been about a week since I coded that part in. All right. And so, if I just change this number, let's change this number to something crazy like. Oh, yep, that does it. That'll do it. Okay, so yes, this changes the speed. We found it. Let's go. Oh, hold on. So first, let's see where we were at. All right, right there. Let's just change it by 1,000. 2. Oh yeah, that's much quicker. Because let's be real, we don't need our guy to be moving that, like, he's going to be doing a lot of walking. We don't need to be slowly walking places. So having it just that much quicker, I like it. Alright, okay, so there was one tutorial that I saw, and it was kind of cool, where you set it up. Let's head back over to the 3D landscape. We'll go over here, right? And then we can see mass, inertia, center of mass, all that good jazz. I'm looking for the, how do I open, oh, I guess I gotta go in here. The mesh instance. This is the mesh. There's the collision shape. There was a way that made it so that way I could have like just like a PNG. That'd be kind of cool if I could do that. But again, that depends on like what art style I want. Because we could have like voxel art, like yours truly. Ooh, isometric. Or we could go like 2D in a 3D world or something crazy like that. I just don't know what I want yet. And that's a problem that I'm running into a lot. I don't want those ads. Over here, quit it. At least I talked through the ad. So yeah. We're nearing the 1 hour 40 mark, so I'm gonna go for about 20 more minutes. So let's figure out. Let's figure something out. All right, let's figure out how these global scripts work. So, is there a way to know? Auto load globals. So that should mean, let's put this at the top. So that should mean that's all there, right? So if I go up here and go, at the, no, just var, here, let's just take this var, right? Control C, Control V, it's all right there, but it still says it is not in the current scope. So what if I put world dot, yeah, no, okay. I don't know if I will get in trouble for listening to this, but let's go over the naming process real quick.
Auto mode in here. Click.
Once again, this video that I'm watching here on it, this is by Gwitz. He's pretty cool and knows a lot of stuff when it comes to Godot 4.
And find your script that you just made.
Uh-huh.
And this node name is what you will call to reference this script. So I'll keep it at global, so you can change it. And now, if I go create a script on main, create that, and in the ready function, I print out global dot that test num we made earlier. This will reference this global file and get the value from it. Press play. You can see here we have that number.
So he did what I
Also
thought he
edit
did.
this value by just calling global dot test num.
Do I have to call it global? Is that what it is? Do I have to like name it that?
Global. Name it whatever you use. Script. Call it global. You can name it whatever you want, but for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to be naming it this. Create.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's do this detach script. This world script, we're going to. No, I want them to delete that. Yes, delete root node world. No, I do not want to delete the root node. Root the world. Okay, so let's just Control Z. Man, I meant to reattach. So attach the script. We are able to. I could load. There we go. Now it's reattached. Okay, so let's go into health. Control C. Control V. All right. So now we have all these to work with. Let's see what he makes.
And you delete these. And you'll just add in your variables here. So let's do variable test you gotta go to project settings, auto load. In here,
Then auto load.
click your folder and find your script you just made. And this node name
That's what I did.
call to reference this script. So I'll keep it at global. You can change it. And now, if I go create a script on main, create that, and in the ready function,
Yeah, that's what I did. So, if I have this variable, and this variable references this constant, I should be able to go over to egg and reference it just straight up, right? So,
I print out
on death, if care missed equals or 5. So, then do all these. Assignment is not allowed inside of this expression. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Okay, still have a bit of time. We could do this. Alright, think it through. This says I've got 6 stuff. Not allowed. Okay, that's because that function is death. And if that thing is happening, then do the function. So, hold on. So, let's talk it through once again. So, what we want to do is that when our care mistakes reaches the max of 5, it affects the death function. We want it to activate the death function. So could this be put into the world? I don't want the ad. What'd you say, Daniel?
About a cigar box.
Oh, nice. But you don't smoke cigars.
I don't know.
Oh, fair enough.
No,
So-
I'm turning into like a little D&D travel kit.
Oh, nice. Control C, and then if I put this in there, right. Stop it. I did not unplug anything. Quit it. I didn't unplug anything. Stop it. Alright. Oh. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna leave myself a note here. Fix it. Global constants. Alright. So I have that note for me. Control S. We're going to actually wrap up here. Because it is nearing that time. I appreciate all of you who have stuck with me through this tough patch, but I feel like we've learned a lot. We've coded some things. It is now functional. Like, if we didn't have like the egg or whatever, and this was just like a penguin on a screen, we would have a Vpet that you could feed. And then when it hits 0, we would just do something different instead of trying to play an animation on a different sprite than it currently is. But yeah, honestly, the grand scheme of everything, I think it's pretty good. I will see you guys Monday. to which is just video games. We're probably going to be playing more ads. We will probably be playing more Hylix because I want to see where that goes, even though it is incredibly weird and, not going to lie, kind of freaks me out. All right, well, so I'm out of here. Bye. Let me put back on the background music. I like Wolfsbane. That's the one we're going to listen to. If it plays. Oh, it's muted. That's why. Alright. Bye. Trust me, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be